Beautiful ladies, attention and money. What is going on in the relations when money comes in and out? Oh, it's so difficult to talk about this topic. Since I'm a beautiful woman, I can give you my perspective on what's going on. Recently, I've noticed that men, even they are really almost poor and cannot really have their own life in balance, not talking about relations or take care of bills or what you're eating. And men with a really good salary, still they have the same thing. They're worried that women will use them. I think the core misunderstanding goes where responsibilities and risks are coming together and not visible, because it's not really spoken in modern world. When man goes into relations, his risks it's to lose maybe some time, maybe some money, and maybe his heart can be broken. But from the lady's side, it's all the same, because she's also investing, maybe not directly, maybe she's investing in her look, so you will enjoy the look, maybe she's investing in her health, so you wouldn't spend money for her health. But the main difference is that woman is risking her body. Wait a second. Woman can get pregnant and she will be responsible for 9 months growing baby inside of her body, and she will invest all of her nutrients and things. And also after that, she will be responsible for a child until it's 18 years old or 16 years old, whatever. There are many situations when woman needs to raise a child alone, and it gives a lot of social, maybe not related to you, inner pressure, and also exact biological and real risk to be responsible for outcome of relations. And yes, there is a safety measures and condoms and whatever, but risk is the risk, and we cannot forget about it. Its influence on relations, because sexual relations are a huge part. And because women gets this feeling of risk, maybe not consciously, maybe subconsciously, she's getting pressure. Here it becomes interesting, because from your side, there is no baby yet, there is no risk yet, because you haven't been under her pressure and you haven't experienced the look of her mother looking at her and asking, is it temporary or you're going to marry? So for ladies' relations, it's intimate and really pressured, stressful world where we didn't really been walked through from our previous generations usually. And of course it gives this need for to feel supported, for to see that somebody cares, and especially in a material matter, because for many generations men have been getting more than women, and we cannot erase these memories of our ancestors because it's already inside of us. And ladies are raised by their mothers, which have seen that man has more than woman, then woman needs to stick to the man in her idea. And it's not your problem as well, but it's important to understand that, for to not press the pain point. This interest to feel safety, to feel that somebody cares about you, even in financial side, it's also related to these historical things. It's not related to you exactly, but when woman feels that you care maybe a little bit and then a little bit more financially, emotionally. So when she feels supported, then it's easier for her to open up, to really build relations, to not count only on herself, and be a feminine. When woman feels not protected enough, then she starts to search for protection and to cover her needs outside. And then when a woman in a situation when world offers her some money for her body, in a world where a friend can be more responsible than her lover or boyfriend, then of course she feels not safe, and of course she invests her emotions, time, and builds relations differently, as she will be relaxed, supported, and feel safe with you. So this financial question, it's not about somebody is using somebody, it's about risks, it's about old stories in society. You can say that our past isn't influenced on us anymore, and that we are living in a modern world, but generations from generations got their knowledge in families, and most of them aren't educated in psychology, they aren't educated in business, and you need to consider that. And also there is an emotional side of it, especially when it comes to love. We are so stressed, we are so vulnerable, that it's important for us to support each other and to be open for these issues and discuss it. So the main solution here is to talk with each other. How do you see your relations? Do you want it traditionally? Do you want to separate your budgets? Is it okay when you can reconsider? How do you see your perfect life in general if everything is good? If you will have a $1 million man who is working great, or a woman which is getting a high salary. Just consider different, not really real, but situations which will reveal your positioning on this matter, because financial world, it's supportive space for our daily life, for what we eat, for where we live, for how we feel. And it's really sad to see when many relations are breaking apart just because woman doesn't have enough of strength to talk about this subject, and man just sees her in love and use this moment for to make this situation in the easiest way possible. That's usually happens because no one wants to pay extra. Usually when you're going to the shop, you're paying for the amount which you have in your receipt, which you've been asked for. You're not paying extra. Okay, I'm paying extra here in Vietnam, but most of people do not really do that. They don't have this idea in their brain, and sometimes that is also an obstacle in our personal relations, because when we're not discussing something which is vulnerable, which is actually sensitive, and it's related to our basic needs, meaning safety, for example, and feeling that somebody is caring about you, then when you're not discussing it and you're counting only on yourself, and your partner is counting on herself, on himself, then there is less feeling to be cared and feel loved, because sometimes it's also in presence, it's also in financial support, it's also in hug and everything. It's all living and beautiful process. And let's save our relations and grow it instead of destroying it with the financial questions. I see that most of my audience is male, so I know that you will have some contradictions, and I'm ready to discuss it. And you also really in need to be supported and be visible and also be appreciated, and that's all also part of this. But women cannot give respect without actually feeling it. And you can say it from yourself. When you see somebody who is already developed and who can help you and helps you when he sees or she sees that you need some help, then you're feeling supported, then you feel visible. But when it's not happening, then you're starting to counting on yourself, and you reconsider if it's the friend or not. And it's also and you know, it's mutual for all of humans. It's not only about men and women relations. I believe that your relations would be really great, and that financial question will only support, not destroy it. Likes and followings, I appreciate it. See you there in your best version of life.